Awesome. Well, welcome everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your evening tonight and listening to a little bit about what Arbonne is. My name is Heidi Gilbert, independent consultant and regional vice president with Arbonne. And I just want to share with you that whoever invited you to hop on this call, whether it be tonight here or if you're listening to a recording, they are paying you a huge compliment. And I say that because we look for people who are smart, who are talented and hardworking, goal-driven, and fun. I mean, that's my big thing, is you have to be fun. And you must fall into at least one of those categories that they want you to be a part of this. So tonight, what I'm going to share with you is a little bit about this opportunity, how it's changed my life and so many others that have jumped into the business of Arbonne, or even the product use of how these products can absolutely change your health. And I'm going to start off, you guys, tonight with asking a question, because it was something that was asked of me 12 and a half years ago. And if something were to happen to your main income earner in your family, how long would you be able to last with your savings? You know what my answer was to that? About 1 week. I don't even know if it was that long because we were so far in debt. Another question that was asked of me is, if you keep doing what you're doing today, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And it was a scary thought for me when my friend brought this opportunity to me. And I want you to seriously think about that as I share a little bit more of who and what this company is about. I've been part of the company for 12 and a half years. My background is fitness and nutrition. I was a personal trainer for over 20 years in that industry. And I thought I knew all of the amazing product lines that were out there, companies that were out there. And when my friend brought this to me, I was an absolute, complete no, did not want anything to do with what she was sharing about her Arbonne or Arbonne. I didn't even know how to pronounce Arbonne at the time. And I thought, actually, I was a little bit upset that she brought it to me, because I'm going to paint the picture. At the time, my kids, I have 3 boys. They were 5, 3, and 1, a husband who was traveling every week, and I was making a commute into the city from where I'm at. And when we talk about time, I didn't have time. But yet most people are always looking for either more time or more money. And I needed both, but I didn't know how that was going to be created. So I was a little upset that she asked me to look at this, because she knew I didn't have any time and I didn't have any money. And so how would that even fall into me starting this type of business? And so after about 3 months, she bribed me into listening to a similar call of what you're listening to here tonight. And I was blown away by what I had heard, that I jumped in the next day without trying products. And I always share that story for those of you who've heard that before, is because it doesn't mean that you have to fully 100% be behind this amazing product line, but the products sell itself, you guys. You're going to get on these products and you are going to fall in love with every single thing that we have in there. And yet my philosophy was, I was so impressed with what the business had to stand for that I knew I would fall in love with at least some of the products. And jumped in. I was ignorant on fire, and I did not even really know what I was doing. And I got to a vice president level in about 3.5 months, based on just the activity that I had put in. The effort, this is an effort-based business. And what I'm going to share with you a little bit later on is what it means to be a vice president, and the couple different levels of what we have within this company. But it is something that I can honestly tell each and every one of you, that it has not just changed my life personally. I'm not the same person I was 12 and a half years ago as I am today. Our past president, Rita Davenport, and those of you who don't know that name, I would love to have you just Google her, because she is one of the most phenomenal people I've ever met. And she was our president for 20 years within this organization. And she always talked about how this company is a personal growth and development company disguised as a health and wellness company. And I didn't know really what that meant in the very beginning when I started this. I thought I was very personally growing already and didn't need much more help, right? I mean, you kind of have that attitude sometimes. People think they don't need any more help or God forbid, pick up a book and try to help yourself with that. And I know today that I still have so much growth to take place. And with that, I'm just going to give you a background on Arbonne. We actually just celebrated our 39th birthday this past January. Arbonne has been around for almost 4 decades. Peter Mork, our founder, he was a Norwegian man. And I always share about a couple of his visions. He was a visionary beyond our years, you guys. And one of them being to develop a vegan product line that was pure, safe, beneficial. 39 years ago, that was not thought about, that was not talked about. I actually was a vegetarian. I became one at the age of 5, only because, again, that's a long story. Well, we don't have to get into that tonight. But even me growing up, I didn't even really know what a vegan meant. I knew what a vegetarian meant, but not what a vegan meant. So to have those philosophies is really, really important. Another vision he had was he knew if he could create men and women to become millionaires, the world would change. And I absolutely am so grateful that he chose this route of social marketing to bring Arbonne into this space, because one, these products now are affordable to the every Joe person. If these products were going to be sold in the retail space, they would probably be 3 to 5 times the price of what they are sold in our space of social marketing, network marketing. And I'm going to get into that in a second of why that is. So Peter Mork, all of our products are formulated in Switzerland. We follow the EU, which is European Union of Formulation. And I'm super proud of our company, of who and what we are with that, because what we follow is obviously the EU bans 1,400 ingredients, over 1,400 ingredients from products. Arbonne goes above and beyond, and we actually have an over 2,000 ingredient list. You know what the US FDA right now is? I believe currently it's right around 10. I know every year it switches anywhere between that 8 to 12. And that's sad, you guys. So if you're shopping at Target, the Walmarts, the Walgreens, Nordstrom's, your spas, all of that, and those products have the formulations that aren't regulated by anyone outside of the US, you got to be careful what you're putting in and on your body. So with that, we really combine the best of science and nature with these pure ingredients. We have an amazing compensation plan that I'm going to get into here in just a minute as well. Our product line, I'm going to get into that here now. We have over 350 products today. I believe we started with about 17 or 18 skincare products. We have really moved into this space of expanding the wellness realm. So not only do we have this amazing anti-aging skincare system, but we have a full line of nutrition, a sports performance line, a full line of makeup, oils, spa line, men's line, baby line. The list goes on. And what I am super happy to do is share this type of business, that what you're creating here is your own online health and wellness franchise, a global online health and wellness franchise for that matter, that you run from your smartphone. That, 12 and a half years ago, it was a little bit different because we weren't as virtual as we are today. I was meeting people face to face, belly to belly, and having that drive time and all of that. There are people on my team today that I've never even seen in person, other than being over a virtual FaceTime call like we're doing here tonight. And that's the beauty in this, because people are busy. They want to see that they can build a business from the comfort, one, of their own home, 2, from the nooks and crannies of their busy life. Because I'm going to tell you what, 98% of the people that start this business do hold a full-time job. And we don't ask you to, oh my gosh, quit your job and start Arbonne. No, you're going to build this alongside that full-time job, and then you're going to be able to make choices. And that's what this business allows, is freedom and choices. That you may have passions out there, that if you're a teacher and you know that your income is set, okay? You're never going to be a multi-millionaire as a teacher if you just stay in that space, okay? But with that, you could create a business such as this and build this alongside that job, and then have a choice whether or not you want to continue in that teaching space and or use it as a side hobby. But what I share with people is this type of business can absolutely, one, change the health of who you become by using these products. There are testimonials after testimonials within the entire line, whether it be the nutrition, the skincare, all of that. And secondly, is how this business can absolutely change your life. It has for me. We are a totally different family today. I'm very blessed. I have my oldest one now off at college, and the other two boys are still home. And they were part of mom being always present out of all those amazing growing up years that they got. And I have to tell you what, up until about a few years ago, my kids never thought I worked. And yet I have this amazing, business. They always thought, I don't know if they just thought I was talking to people on the phone or friends or who it was, but yeah, they never knew I really had this amazing business that provided huge financial, outcomes to our family. So product line, you guys, get with the consultant who got you on this call and get some samples. Get online and order some products. We have a 45-day money-back guarantee. So I'm one of them. You know what? Just try what you want. And if you don't like it, you could return it. But I'm going to tell you what, you are more than likely going to like it. I believe I heard we have less than a 1% return rate within the Arbonne organization. And that's huge, because if you compare that to most retail spaces, I believe it's about a 25 to 28% return rate. So I'm going to get in quick. What is the difference between social marketing and network the retail marketing space? And what we're doing is we're cutting out the middlemen. For instance, when you have that retail space, you're taking it right from the manufacturer to the wholesaler, to the warehouse, to the advertiser, to the retailer. So you're having to take a lower quality product and paying a lot of people in the middle, then having it sold for a higher dollar amount. In this type of business, you can take a higher superior quality product, and it goes right from the manufacturer to us as independent consultants. Because this is all an online business, that you have your shoppers shopping online from your store, and I myself shopping online from my store, okay? Our compensation is like no other. I have been part of 4 other companies within the social marketing space. I have not seen anything as lucrative as what Arbonne's is. And with that being said, the first level of management within our company is called district manager. And at that level, you're averaging an income about $300 to $1,500 a month. And this is, a stepping stone. And what I share with people is you may have to work a little bit harder in the beginning to create those teams and momentum to build your business. But it's the stepping stone to go into something greater, which the next level then is area manager. And at this level, the average income is about $1,500 to $5,000. And I got to be honest with you all that I literally came into this business only wanting $1,500 a month. And I say that because we needed some of our part-time daycare costs covered at that time, and we didn't know how we were paying for it. And so when my second paycheck in Arbonne exceeded that amount, I knew at that moment there's something to this business. What's also the amazing thing at that level is it's a willable business. So if you were to pass away, you can put whoever you want as a beneficiary and they'll continue receiving your Arbonne checks for life. That's a huge, huge legacy I get to leave to my kids, you guys. We, as a family, we are also traditional business owners. And I know how amazing running a business such as this is, so unique and different opposed to that traditional space. So if you have questions based around that, again, ask your consultant, but I'm one that I'd be more than happy to share more information on that myself. Third level of management is regional vice president. And this is where I always say it gets really fun, because now you get to go to this amazing car dealership called Mercedes-Benz and pick out your new white car. And that is something that I never wanted myself. Never thought I needed a new car. But I tell you what, after I picked out my 5th one this last summer, it's something that I'll never go back to, not driving a white Mercedes. And at this level, you're making now income replacement for most people, anywhere from about $5,000 to $15,000 a month as a regional vice president. And then the top level, 4th level in our company, is called a national vice president. An average income here is about $23,000 a month and upwards. So this is a company that is real. This is a company that is effort-based. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme by any means. This does take hard work, but I don't know anything else out there that you can start for such minimal costs to start your own potential multi-million-dollar business and reap the rewards that you can with this. And that is something that, you know, no matter what background you have, what experience you have, what educational, you know, world you came from, everybody has the same potential to make it to the top in this company. And that could be you. So I want you to get with the person who got you on this call and tell them where you're at. Give them on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 meaning, oh my God, I'm so dang excited to, you know, jump into this business. Let's get going. To, you know, if you're somewhere in the middle there, what else can we answer for you? I'm one, I don't convince anyone of anything. I don't sell anyone on anything. This is about sharing an amazing opportunity that if you want to take a hold of it, it could take a hold of you and change your life. But it isn't a fit for everyone. So I thank you all for getting on the call, listening, and reach out to your consultant with any further questions, and make it a great night, guys. Thank you. Mwah.